Hello everyone, and welcome to my, celebratory video for Reds regarding the news this afternoon that Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah will be remaining at Liverpool Football Club. I don't know why I just did that. I'm absolutely made up. It got broke by Fabrizio Romano about a couple of hours ago, I think, something like that. Just after 5, maybe 4:30, something along them lines. I've just checked Twitter and IG, and David Ornstein has just confirmed that they're in negotiations, and it's a case of just like the final sticking points here and there. But basically, they're both going to sign a 2-year deal. It looks like improved contracts as well, so it's not the 3-year deal that everyone thought was going to be the sticking point. It's actually 2 years. So they're both going to be here till 2027, which will put, let me do a quick bit of maths. Mo would be 35, I think, something on them lines, and Virg should be just shy of 37, something on them lines. Anyway, who cares? Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah are both staying at Liverpool Football Club. Thank God Almighty for that. Couple of things. Do you know what? Fair play if he has been involved to Richard Hughes. Out of everyone involved, including Michael Edwards, John Henry, Mr. Gordon, everyone from FSG, Hughes is actually the one that I've blamed least, because all of those other people were involved in the situation and knew that there was a storm coming in terms of the contracts. And yes, I know they lost the sporting directors and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. But they've known about this for a very, very long time. Richard Hughes is just, not that he's not, culpable of blame himself, but he's basically walked into this situation, last July with a brand new manager, and they're trying to get a whole new setup. So if it is Richard Hughes, then fair play to the bloke that he's got it over the line. I mean, obviously the Trent thing is a whole different matter, and I mean, it looks like, to be honest, it does look as if Trent's had this planned for at least 2, if not 3 years. So I mean, there's very little we could have done about that in retrospect. So if it is Richard Hughes, fair play to him. FSG, if they've stumped up the money, yes, well done. But as I just said, it never should have got to that stage in the first place. I mean, we don't know what Mo and Virgil are asking for. I mean, maybe they haven't got much more than they're on now. I mean, who knows? I get trying to protect the wage structure, because then obviously you can now go to Canate and say, well, Virgil's signed for this. Who do you think you are? You can't have this amount of money, blah, 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 blah. I do get it, but I said in one of my videos a couple of weeks ago after what happened with Trent, it should never have got to this stage in the first place. But at the end of the day, Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah are going to be staying at Liverpool Football Club, which is the main thing. I haven't really had time to process it, but just in terms of the transfer window coming up, I wouldn't say it changes a lot, but it does iron out a few things. Like, first of all, we do not need a world-class centre-forward now, thank God. Perhaps you can just get someone who is now going to step into the role that Mo Salah leaves when he presumably retires or goes off to Saudi or MLS, or, well, I mean, who knows? I mean, he might still want to play in the Premier League. Anyway, perhaps you can get an Embuemo or someone along them lines to be the understudy to Salah. Maybe even you get Chiesa fit and maybe he takes over. I mean, I really can't see that, to be honest, but maybe it's Ben Doak with a signing with Chiesa. Maybe that covers Salah. Who knows? But the point is, we've given ourselves 2 years to get ourselves a viable option. I mean, maybe they even bring in, I don't want to say Harry Kane, but I can't think of someone better, to be honest. Maybe they even bring in a Kane or someone like that to complement what we've got. Maybe Nunes then goes. Maybe that shifts the focus to Diaz staying. Maybe Jota goes. Maybe Diaz goes. Maybe Jota stays. Who knows? But I mean, the surgery up front isn't as dramatic as required, because I mean, obviously, I would have thought next season we will start with Gakpo and Salah at a bare minimum, and then it's Diaz and maybe someone else. Maybe you've got an Anthony Gordon coming in, or an Isaac. But I mean, I can't. If they've just committed to those wages, I cannot see Isaac or Gordon turning up now. But I mean, hey ho, I could be wrong. And in terms of Virgil van Dijk, it's a godsend, because I was getting very worried we were going to go into the next season without the world's best defender, which could have been a mitigated disaster, to be honest. So I still think we need centre-back cover, personally. Obviously, the injury to Joe, we don't know how long he's going to be out for, and he's struggled with his injuries. Obviously, Kwanzaa's had a 50-50 season. I mean, he's done better over the last month. And Ibu is, I mean, he's world-class, but he's always injured. So I still think we need a centre-back. Goalkeeper, we do not need any more goalkeepers. Midfield, the only thing I think we need is a CDM to give cover to Gravenberch, unless they're just on about bringing Bajcetic back. I'd still like Bajcetic to come back, but I still do think we need an option at CDM. Who that would be, I mean, I don't know, God alone knows at this point, because I mean, who are you going to get that's going to replace Gravenberch but be at the same standard, and who's going to be happy sitting behind Gravenberch when he's now the main man? He could be the main man for Liverpool for the next 6-7 years. And then, as I've just said up front, I think we need one. And then, obviously, Trent leaving, we need a right back to complement Bradley. I mean, as a half Ghanaian, I would suggest Tariq Lamptey, but I'm happy to be shouted at the end on that one. Not to start, obviously, because I would just give it straight to Bradley, but as a backup, I would just have, I would bring in like a Tariq Lamptey. And then we probably do need a left back, as much as I love Andy Robertson. I still think he should be competing for the #1 spot next year, but if we can bring in a Kirkes, then fantastic. And I mean, now we've future-proofed these two, and we got the goalkeeper last summer. You can kind of see where it's going now, so maybe they can now do the surgery on the positions I've just mentioned. Or Arne might just surprise us all and just turn around and say, no, that's not what I was thinking at all, and he might just go and, I don't know, get like a whole new midfield or a whole new central defence. But anyway, who knows? I'm rambling now anyway, so I'm going to get off. Point is, Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk are both going to be staying at the Liverpool club, and I'm absolutely delighted. Hopefully we can push on now for the rest of the season. I do wonder whether they've saved that announcement to try and give us all a bit of encouragement. I mean, it's very much first world problems, this, but it's not been the best. It certainly wasn't the best March of all time, and this month hasn't exactly been brilliant either. I mean, obviously we beat Everton the other day, but yeah, the lads aren't playing well at the minute. So hopefully this gives a boost to the supporters and the players. And like I said, after that Arsenal win last night, Liverpool need to be on it, because I was actually saying to my brother, on the basis of that performance, Arsenal are not going to let that league go without a fight. That I think you can pretty much guarantee they're going to win every single game of football that we play, which means guaranteed we need those 4 wins, that we need them as quickly as possible. If it goes past West Ham this weekend, and God forbid Leicester, and if we were to get like, I don't know, a point, then we are in very, very serious you-know-what. But hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully the lads will do the business this weekend. But yeah, again, Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah are both staying at Liverpool Football Club. That's the main thing. I'm off to get a bottle of red. I'm on holiday. I'm absolutely delighted. And I'll see you guys all soon. Up the Reds.